The number one thing we have to kind of consider here is, hey, how's it going, guys? Dan Kitajima here, back with another episode of how to grow your insurance agency. Today, I want to discuss to you guys about a question I get pretty often, which is what type of leads should I get? So as insurance agents, it's super important for us to have a good flow of incoming leads. I talked about this plenty of times on my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. That's how you guys can really help me out. And hopefully I'm giving you guys some value and you guys are ready to really grow your insurance agency, which is what this channel is all about. So there's so many ways to get leads and how to purchase leads. And just want to talk to you guys about what the best source is. And that's a really tough question for me. When you guys ask me that, because for me to understand what the best lead source is for you guys, I need to know a lot about your agency. Like what your budget is, what is your producer's capability. And I also want to talk to you guys about the most important thing when it comes to purchasing leads. So some of the examples of these leads companies are, internet leads, very common, live transfers, referral sources, search, which is Google, or social media, which could be Instagram or Facebook or any other of the social media outlets. I personally like search and social. Those are my two favorites. But there's so many ways to do it. And if you're more into the commercial side, cold calling or voicemail drops, there's just a lot of ways to get leads. So there's a lot of variables, and you guys could share with me what's working for you guys. But for you guys to ask me through DMs or messages and just emails what the best lead source is, the number one thing we have to kind of consider here is what is your favorite product? Because to really scale an insurance agency, I really do believe in being really good at one specific product. So this is the product that you have the most experience in, maybe, or you have a carrier that's highly competitive in it, and that you're very comfortable and confident in offering this product. A lot of time, agents sometimes start with the marketing first and then figure out the product. But I like to think about the product first and then think about the marketing, because then you'll know what type of leads you should get. Because what good is it if you're getting a lot of leads that you're not even competitive in, or you don't even know how to sell? So what is the number one product? Because once you understand your product so well and you're a master at that one product, then you're going to do everything else the same. You could cross-sell and you could ask for referrals, but you do need one product that you're going to be really good at and something that you could do over and over and over again, and you can scale. And that's the best way to grow your insurance agency, in my opinion. So check out your closing ratio and work on also, once you know what your product is, to make your product even better. Because the better your product is, and if you have an inferior product, even if you have all the marketing in the world working for you, you're not going to be able to sell that product. Even if you sell it, not have good retention, or the lifetime value of that sale is not high enough, then all the purchasing of the leads is not going to be worth it. So I just want to set up something where it's going to be worth it for you to spend all this money on marketing. For example, I spend $40,000 a month on marketing, but that's because I've worked on my product and really wanted to feel confident spending the money on the product, because I know the return is going to be there in the long run. So how do you make your product even better? With us being insurance agents, we could look for the product by talking to carriers or understanding what your carriers offers and keep looking for it. But there's only so much you could make changes to the product, because we don't come up with the rates. So how do you make the product better that we offer? There's a couple ways, in my opinion. One of them is the process of how the client can purchase your product. What does that purchase look like? What is the sales cycle? What kind of communication are they getting? So a lot of this is done through your lead management system, how you're communicating with them, or if they're in the binding process, how do you get the policy started? What type of pictures are required? And making that process as fast and easy for them is going to make your product better if it's faster. Really, the speed is the number one way. The way you should be thinking about it, and I try to think about it, is how can I make this product as easy as possible and as fast as possible for the client to purchase? Because besides price, the only thing our clients really care about is their time and their convenience. And then after they purchase it, also what happens after they purchase it too is a way you could improve your product as well, such as what type of messages they get, what kind of welcome and nurturing messages they get. So that is another way to make your product better, because you don't want to focus all your money on marketing. I made this mistake where you just have a great marketing, you're selling a lot of policies, but the back end is your product is not actually taken care of. So you're losing policies and your ROI is not worth it. So if you have a really solid product and a system to sell the product and to nurture this product, then you could start spending more money on marketing. So I wouldn't want you guys to spend all this money on marketing until you have the product and the back end and the whole process figured out to really blow up that marketing campaign. And then once you know your product, then you want to know your target market too. Where do they live? How old are they? What languages they speak? There's so many things you could think about the target market too. So you really want to figure out who you want to service to and what you want to sell to them, and then figure out the marketing. Because once you figure out those two things out, what your product is that you want to offer and who you want to sell it to, and find the most competitive situation you can find yourself in, and then try to find leads that fits that situation for you. That's really it. So sorry if I don't really respond to you guys. If you guys say, hey, what's the best lead company? I don't really know. Is your company, competitive with auto? Is it home? Is it commercial? And with commercial, there's so many different lines of commercial business that you really just need to find one niche that you're so good at. And if you could find a way to talk to those people, and you could do that a lot by searching social media, then I think that's a way to win in this insurance business. Understanding your product makes you understand what type of leads you should be looking for. So hope this helps, guys. Hope you guys are ready to kill it this year. Until next time, stay hungry. Let's get it.